Ladies and gentlemen, roll out your mat and let's ignite your inner fire with this energizing 13-minute yoga flow. Sun, with face together, will stretch, strengthen, and awaken the body so you can step into your day with confidence, clarity, and courage. This isn't just movement. It's a call to rise, reset, and reclaim your energy. In just 13 minutes, you'll feel lighter, stronger, and ready to conquer the world, one mindful breath at a time. Let's flow, let's grow, and let's unlock the best version of you. Join me now, and let's begin this journey together. So, as we begin, I want you to gently find your place on the mat. There's no rush, no pressure to perform, no expectation that you need to look a certain way. Just you right here, right now. Take a moment to sit tall, maybe close your eyes if that feels good, and just notice your breath. This simple act of awareness is where the shift begins. Notice the inhale, notice the exhale. With each breath, you're already waking up parts of yourself that may have been asleep all day: your shoulders, your spine, your heart space, even your thoughts. Now let's start to gently roll the shoulders, releasing any heaviness that's been sitting there. Think of it as dusting off the cobwebs of stress, clearing away yesterday's weight and making room for today's energy. With each circle, you invite space. With each breath, you create more presence. Slowly bring a gentle stretch into the side body. Reach one arm overhead and lean with intention. This isn't about touching the floor or reaching as far as you can. It's about opening up those tight spaces where energy often hides. Picture fresh oxygen flowing into your ribs, into your lungs, filling every corner with vitality. This is how we awaken, not with force, but with steady awareness. As we continue, I invite you to start linking your movements with your breath. Inhale to rise, exhale to soften. Inhale to reach, exhale to release. This simple rhythm is like a drumbeat, grounding you and reminding you that your breath is the most powerful source of energy you have. And here's the beautiful thing: when we begin to awaken the body, even with the smallest of stretches, the mind naturally follows. That fogginess that clings in the morning, the stress that builds throughout the day, it starts to dissolve. You feel lighter, clearer, more present. Energy is not something we have to chase, it's something we awaken from within. So, as you gently continue these opening moves, remember this. This flow is not about perfection. It's about tuning in. It's about saying yes to this moment, yes to your body, yes to your breath. By awakening the body, you awaken your mind, and by awakening your mind, you set the tone for the rest of your day. Now that we've begun to wake up the body and clear away the fog, let's build on that spark and turn it into fire. Energy doesn't come from pounding coffee or pushing harder. It comes from moving with intention, from stoking the flame that already lives inside of you. So as you find your stance, plant your feet firmly into the mat. Feel that connection to the ground, like roots growing strong and steady beneath you. From that grounded place, you can rise with more power and more ease. Let's ease into a gentle but powerful standing pose. Reach your arms up high, lift your chest, and spread your fingers wide as if you're pulling energy right out of the air. Breathe deep, feel your ribs expand, and know that with every inhale, you're charging your system with vitality. With every exhale, you're letting go of what's heavy, what's stale, what no longer serves you. This is your body saying yes to life, yes to strength, yes to stepping forward. Now, bring that energy into movement. Flow through a simple lunge or even a warrior pose, whatever feels right for your body in this moment. Let your muscles engage. Feel the warmth starting to build, and notice how the fire rises when you challenge yourself just enough. It doesn't have to be extreme, it just has to be intentional. Every movement is an opportunity to remind yourself, I am strong, I am capable, I am alive. When the legs begin to heat up, when the arms start to shake a little, don't shy away from it, lean into it. That's the fire building. That's your inner strength showing up for you in real time, and when it gets tough, remember, this isn't about perfect form, it's about presence. Stay with your breath, stay with your body, and trust that you're exactly where you need to be. What's beautiful is that this fire you're fueling isn't just for this practice. It's a reminder that you carry this energy with you everywhere. When you choose to move mindfully, to stand tall, to breathe deeply, you're teaching yourself that energy is not given, it's created. You are the source. With the body awake, the fire building, and the breath guiding us into balance, now we shift into moving with true intention. Because movement without purpose is just going through the motions, but when you move with awareness, every gesture, every stretch, every step becomes an act of self-respect. This is where the practice deepens, not in how far you can reach, not in how strong you look, but in how deeply you connect to the reason behind each movement. So as you take the next pose, pause for a second and ask yourself, why am I moving? Maybe it's to create more space in your body. Maybe it's to clear your head. Maybe it's to remind yourself that you are worth showing up for today. Whatever your reason, let it infuse every breath and every stretch. That's intention being fully present in what you do instead of drifting through it on autopilot. Let's try it. Step into a simple lunge or fold forward slowly. Instead of rushing, feel every part of the transition. The placement of your foot, the stretch in your legs, the length in your spine. This isn't just physical, it's mindfulness in motion. Notice the way the body communicates when you really listen. It tells you when to push, when to ease, when to rest. When intention guides your movement, the mat becomes more than just a space to exercise. It becomes a training ground for how you live your life. Off the mat, intention might mean speaking kindly when you could criticize, or pausing before reacting, or choosing rest when the world tells you to keep hustling. Every mindful move you make here teaches you how to carry that same presence into everything you do. The beauty is, intention doesn't demand perfection. It just asks you to be honest, to show up fully, even if you wobble, even if you fall, even if today feels heavier than yesterday. When you move with intention, you remind yourself that the goal is not to perform, it's to connect, to honor yourself, to align your body and your mind so they work together, not against each other. After fueling the fire and moving with intention, it's just as important to create space for release. We carry so much more than we realize: tightness in the neck, heaviness in the shoulders, tension in the lower back. Sometimes it's from sitting too long, sometimes from stress, and sometimes from emotions we never fully let go of. The body remembers, it holds on, and if we don't take time to release, it builds up and weighs us down. That's why this part of the practice matters. It's about pressing reset, so let's slow it down and soften into it. Gently roll the neck, maybe tilt the head from side to side, and notice how even the smallest movement can bring relief. Imagine each roll as a way of rinsing out the mental chatter, washing away the pressure that's been sitting there. Then bring awareness into the shoulders, draw them up toward your ears on an inhale, and let them melt down the back as you exhale. Feel that wave of release. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's powerful, but it's always there when you invite it. Let's take it deeper. Stretch the spine with a slow forward fold or a gentle twist. Don't force it. Let gravity do the work. Imagine all the tension you've been holding onto dripping down into the earth beneath you. With every exhale, surrender a little more. This isn't about control, it's about trust. trusting the body to let go, trusting the breath to guide the reset, trusting yourself to soften when it's needed. And notice how different release feels compared to effort. There's strength in building heat, but there's also power in letting go. One fuels you, the other frees you. Together, they create balance. Think of this as a reset button, not just for your body, but for your mind and spirit too. The more you practice release here, the easier it becomes to release off the mat, whether that's letting go of stress at work, an argument you've been replaying, or simply the weight of self-doubt. Now that you've awakened the body, fueled your inner fire, found balance in the breath, moved with intention, and given yourself permission to release, it's time to take this practice beyond the mat. Because what we do here isn't meant to stay here. These 13 minutes are not just a workout. They're a rehearsal for how you show up in the rest of your life. Think about how you feel right now. Maybe lighter, calmer, clearer, maybe stronger, more awake, more present. That feeling is not an accident. You created it with your breath, your movement, your willingness to show up. You generated this shift. And if you can create it here in just a few minutes, imagine what's possible when you carry that same presence into your day, your work, your relationships, your challenges. Stepping into your power doesn't mean being perfect or having it all figured out. It means remembering that you have choice, you have strength, you have the tools to reset and rise no matter what comes your way. The power is not out there waiting for you. It's already inside you. This practice is simply a reminder, a way to uncover what's always been there. So when you leave the mat today, take this energy with you. Walk into the room a little taller. Speak with a little more kindness. Approach your challenges with more clarity. And when life throws curveballs, as it always does, remember the lessons from this flow. Breathe to balance, move with intention, release what weighs you down, and keep your inner fire alive. Every time you practice, you're training not just your body, but your mindset. You're teaching yourself resilience, patience, compassion. And those qualities ripple out far beyond these 13 minutes. They become the way you live, the way you love, the way you lead yourself forward. So take a deep breath now and seal this practice with gratitude. Gratitude for your body, for your breath, for the courage to show up for yourself today. Carry it with you like a quiet strength, a reminder that you don't have to wait for the perfect moment you created here and now. Take a moment to notice how you feel right now, lighter, clearer, and more connected. In just 13 minutes, you've awakened your body, fueled your energy, and created a sense of balance that you can carry with you beyond the mat. Remember, this flow is always here for you whenever you need a reset or a boost. Trust your breath, move with intention, and know that your power comes from within. Thank yourself for showing up today, and step forward with strength, clarity, and joy.